Phil Taylor about to get underway on board one. This is what we've seen this afternoon. Ronnie Baxter, devastating form. Dropped just one leg against Gary Welding. Board two, Colin Osborne, edging a close one against Wolverhampton's Wayne Jones.
Colin, that was a really gritty effort from you. From 7-all, you produced an 11 darter against a throw and then finished off with a 150 in the next leg.
It was nice to do that, but obviously I think I was 5-1 up there.
Yeah.
And Wayne's such a gritty player anyway, you know, I could never take my foot off the gas, and I think he's won 5 legs on the trot, and I was 6 from 5-1 up, I was 6-5 down, you know. And you've just got to keep believing, you know, and I just kept plodding on. And I think a couple of legs before that I had a chance of breaking, and he's took out something daft. But you just got to keep believing, you know, and in the end I got there.
Board three, the pieman Andy Smith, putting out the postman from Romford, Michael Barnard, who put out Marvin King, of course.
Andy, well done. A good victory, but you were on for a 9 darter twice in that match, weren't you?
I know. There's some real good legs, and then there's a lot of pants legs. But I wanted to win so much. I mean, Michael didn't play as well as he did yesterday, but I just didn't want him to get back to me and overtake me, basically. So when I tried, they went. But there's some legs there that were like terrible, really.
And on board one, Mark Webster, former Lakeside champion, doing a job on Peter Manley. Now, Phil Taylor loves being in Bolton, and he loves getting 9 darters here.
Perfect darts from the power. He's really turning on the power now. Maximum! 6 perfect darts from Philip Taylor.
141, treble 20 will be the first target.
Yes. Treble 19. Double 12 then for a 9 dart finish. We've seen it from Taylor. He is something very, very extraordinary. 9-darter yet again!
Not bad, 4 9-darters here at Bolton from Phil the Power Taylor. He'll be on board one, taking on Ken Mather, confident player, came through 4 matches. Man from Salford put out Paul Nicholson, great win that was. We'll keep you across all those. Delighted to say Raymond van Barneveld has made his way into the studio. Phil Taylor about to get his match underway against Ken Mather. Big smile on the face of Taylor. Will he be going into the hat? Barney is in the hat for the 5th round of the competition. Raymond, congratulations, but you didn't smile after that one. You weren't happy at all with your performance.
I went back to slower, shorter stands. Cost a lot of energy, cost a lot of focus. And it's not right, you know. I'm practicing and practicing. If I'm practicing upstairs, there's 1240, 1080s all the time. As soon as I come on stage, or board 2 yesterday, 85, 96, 95, and but great doubles.
People are amazed when you say you've changed your shafts, you've changed your flights. Why don't you just use the darts you won all the world titles with? Rod Harrington has pointed this out, and they go, why does he keep changing things? Stop it, Barney.
The funny thing was, 3 days prior to the Premier League, for fun, I put the old slim flights on. So I was practicing, and I said, look at these. The second turn was 180, 4th turn was 180, 5th turn 180. So why not give it a go? And well, upstairs it was a lot of difference. But I need the rest in my body. You know, it's too high heartbeats. Today, it looked like didn't have a heartbeat as well.
The thing is though, Roddy's still in the tournament and a real danger, of course.
That's the thing. I mean, he had a good percentage on doubles. He got out of the gate quick against Andy Hamilton, which he had to do because Andy flew yesterday. But it just seems to me, as an ex-player, and I know what it goes through when you're trying to find the right thing sometimes I felt that you're looking for something that's never there because you want it too much instead of just relaxing. I mean, I've always said to you, the old Barney that smiles is a Barney hard to beat.
You need sometimes the rest. It's the World Championships. 1 month later, it's the Premier League of darts. 14 weeks on the trot. I went out for a week in Rome, got back, week 15, playoffs, 1 week rest, and then you're preparing yourself for this. So you have to look after yourself. You have to find the rest. It's not my best start, you know, but I won, you know. I'm averaging 103 in the World Final, and I lost 7-1. So what can you do about it? Give it a go, you know. I'm resting myself, doing some meditating again in the afternoon, and I'm resting and I'm hitting doubles for once in my life. So I'm happy that I won.
Well, when you're hitting doubles, obviously you don't have to score so much. You always put your opponent under pressure, and I think that's why you beat Andy Hamilton, because he knew he couldn't let you have a shot at a double. And but it just seems as if, you know, you are putting yourself under stress, which is causing perhaps that body too much.
Do you always keep an eye on how Phil Taylor goes on? Will it bother you whether he wins 9-1, 9-0, or I guess you'd like him to lose?
As soon as I come to the top 8, me and Phil draw out here for 3 years on the road. Dave, Rod, I have to look after myself, and if I don't do it this week, I have to find my rest. You know, I have to enjoy darts again. That's what I'm doing now, and I'm hitting doubles. The scoring, you know, I have a lot great scoring power, but then my heartbeat is getting higher and higher and higher, and I'm missing doubles. So now I have to improve my scores. So it will be okay. But maybe between now and 2 months, it will be perfect.
You've played Phil Taylor so many times, it's hard to keep count. Ken Mather, a qualifier, a pub qualifier, taking on the great man. What advice would you give to Ken Mather if you just had to have a little word in his ear right now, Barney?
Oh, play your own game, play the board, not the opponent. Years ago, Bob Anderson reminded me when I was sharing a room back old in Lakeside. He said, "Ray, I know what you can do. Play the board, not the opponent." But I always forget. But to Ken, play the ball.
Barney, we'll let you go and have a rest before we see you in action a little bit later on. Let's get this one up and running then. Your commentary team, Stuart Pike and Nigel Pearson.
Well, Phil first to the board in this game, but it took 5 attempts to establish the man who hit the ball. In fact, when Taylor hit the ball, Mather matched him twice. And eventually, at the 5th time of asking, Taylor established the authority where that is concerned to throw first in this game. Mather, of course, who beat Paul Nicholson last night. Nicholson wasn't a happy man with the defeat there. He won 3 games on Thursday. He's described his run this far, Stuart, as incredible. What an experience for Ken Mather it is. And now playing the best player ever.
Well, getting a taste early on, Ken Mather, of what Phil Taylor could do. 116, thank you very much. The power off and running, but Taylor didn't have to get out of, well, I was going to say second gear, first gear in his match against Lee Williams, 9-1. So far, the power enjoying the luck of the draw. But what a moment this is for Mather.
Results so far today coming across the bottom of your screen. Mark Webster and Barneveld winners on the main stage so far today. Taylor turning on the style here with his second leg of the game and his first 180. Jelle Klaassen a casualty here in the 3rd round today. 4th round. Last 16 tonight. Ronnie Baxter, 9-1 winner against Gary Welding. Alex Roy shading through against another qualifier, Andy Roberts. Colin Lloyd in some form, 9-2. He wins on board number 4. So good to see Colin Lloyd emerging again, going through to the last 16. But here, this man enjoying the experience.
100. First to 9, Taylor was 100-1 on. Mather 16-1 against, with the spot.